Here's a quote from Einstein about creativity. The intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. There comes a leap in consciousness. Call it intuition or whatever you will. But the solution comes to you, and you don't even know why. That was Einstein. That's so true, and that's why in shamanic practice we cultivate the intuition. By cultivating intuition and imagination, wow, you are open to the vastness of the universe. Whereas if we're stuck on our thinking mind, everything has to be reasonable and logical. No, there's so many wonders in the world that defies reason, and yet it happens, like synchronicity, like falling in love. I mean, there's so many things that are beyond reason. So keep in mind, be free of your thinking mind. Now, don't dump it either. Reason and logic has its purpose. It's to keep us safe in this world where everything wants to be logical and predictable and so on. Okay, that's reason's job. However, don't let it be the boss. So in our spiritual practice, we often say, who's on your throne of your own being? The ego or the heart? In our world, the vast majority of people, their ego's on the throne. And that's why part of the reason why we're on the verge of self-annihilation and there's constant wars and so on. No, what we want to do is cultivate our heart, the wisdom of our heart. And that'll open us up to be compassion to the whole world, connected to the world. We see very different. Like the powers of intuition just defies logic. And I know that's true with me. A lot of times I started let's say a painting series or something, and I would kind of get in the zone, and then I would paint away, and then next thing, maybe a couple hours pass, and I kind of wake up out of it, and I see what I've done, and I say, hey, that looks pretty good. I like that. Why? Who did it? I mean, it seems like my whole ego had stepped aside, so a higher higher version of myself could come in and do the painting. So I'm sure a lot of you have had similar experiences. That's a good thing. Cultivate your intuition, cultivate your imagination and the wisdom of your heart.